and say, no, I'm not right for this part.
Yeah, but the people who cast him and directed the show had all of the power to do that. If you honestly, you have to balance, you know, your beliefs on who's written the part with like self-esteem, basically, self-confidence. Because I mean, if you say, how do you know it's not to be too self-conscious of yourself, and you say, I'm not right for this part. And yes, I think he still should have known, but the people who should have known, the people who made the decision in the first place.
There's also the side of that.
Yeah. It's good.
I don't even remember if the one I watched it, but there was one thing I was like, there's a plot hole. And I know it because I know the show so well. So I did something and I was like, why is Cosette singing about that? And I was like, I don't remember what exactly. I don't see it mentioned in the movie.
So Tyler said he
I heard him with a crew of them.
yeah, and he's like, I went up there, I pushed the brush hard up against it, and took it out, and pushed the truck up there, and then it was in, and I said, you're not going to do that. Sorry, but I'll buy you guys this. So hopefully there was a lot of people who got to that.
Like, I thought it was like interviews on the red carpet or something.
I probably just over, I think over, or I don't know, because I ran off in a hurry to go figure out what's wrong with it. Here's my, and then to wind up being a kid, so I have to figure out everything. But now tomorrow, right now they have gas station. Tomorrow, they have the holiday station. It's like Hollywood Street down, and it blocks the light, but it doesn't block the larger piece that comes out, but it can still spin, and any imperfection is with the time pass, and it can pop. So, that's what this is. No, I haven't.
Instead of they're free shows that Amazon has had a Echo Dot. Get ready for Broadway station. They play Europe and Hanson, Devastation, and Waitress. a majority of it. Like every once in a while, like Phantom gets thrown in, and I always skip the song. Like, I know Phantom so well. There was one day that I'm pretty sure I told you that there was a song playing to get a listening to figure out what it was. Because it was first date. So I know this song, but how do I know this?
That's funny.
But like those are the three shows I can count on listening to every single day.
You need to watch the list for this. It sounds like Stale Water or something like that. So, I mean, and of course, every time I look at it, I just right now, I know it's something else. I just watched it 3 days ago. Maybe I closed it. Wait, was it Ryan?
You know, one, you say it's always been practice. I guess one of the guys is the artistic director of the shows. So what I really need to do is have something to back there, banging on it when it hangs, sticking it slap it.
That is audio in a nutshell. Yeah, so you didn't do this one. You would do, for like a month and a half long run, I would be doing, you'd sing like random songs. And you never did this one, but a handful of these you were doing were shows up here and you did about the roll-up. So it was like, I didn't realize it. So it was like, I don't know. It sounds good. And it was like a gradual realization. Oh, you actually, what do you do? And I feel like it's a privilege. You have to take it out backstage and say, I can just buy the concert. Awesome. Great happening.
Guys. That's it's back there. Are you in the audio range?
I used to listen to this show a lot. I like it.
It's a good show.
My college student. I would have loved to produce that show.
I'm sure the show wasn't around when I was in
Now he just came.
How's everything?
I got the lawsuit like busting my ass. 2 jobs in addition to class. Forgive me for not keeping your certificate.
Good time.
Excuse me, just because you've got some kind of chip on your shoulder.
It's big as a boy. The chance that I'm giving. I'm gonna be driven as I'm so close I can taste it. Somehow I've gone wasted. Yeah, there's a chip on my shoulder.
I'm sorry, but that's not like
Yes.
It's been hours till my hair will stay in shape. I win my first trial. By my mom and great house. Still has that chip on my shoulder. The chance I'm gonna be driven as hell. I can't take the day off. I just think I'll be hanging on. You need a chip on your shoulder.
everyone that I'm serious.
This vanity's real pictures. When it started, his life was a death.
So that like even
Right
though
on. Since then, got this. Can you live without that?
same thing.
Thanksgiving break, remember?
Interesting. I predict you will probably pass. And a lot of percent of your class.
Just so you're aware, I'm hearing some like cable noise or something on Rob. It's fairly prominent. He's resetting the connection right now. But it's fairly similar to that, so he's resetting the thing.
Merry Christmas! Enjoy
Let me know. I'm going to play with it.
It's a real time saver. Shampoo and conditioner. You know what? Hey, you see Vivian? Looking for her everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and maybe have to move his body also further down the table. I'm not seeing each team. So, you know all that about the screen. So yeah, if you're not doing it now, we'll do it separately. So, they all know there's a screen on the stage right
And just to remind as soon as I scream, I like get the thumbs down and go dark. Down to my offstage like
and when does his handheld come on?
once, I mean, you'll hear him be announced when he's about to walk on stage.
Mr. Huntington makes excellent point. But did the defendant keep a log of every sperm emission made throughout his life? Well, unless the defendant attempted to contact every sexual encounter to find if a child results in he is not free to blame.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 181st Annual Broadway's Next Hit Musical Awards. And now, please put your hands together for tonight's MC, Mr. Mark T. Ingber!
Wow, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what an ovation. Please be seated. What a thrill it is to be here in Kansas City, Missouri! Oh, Kansas City, Missouri, the birthplace of bebop jazz, tomato-based barbecue sauce, and Don Cheadle. Yes! Thank you. We're so thrilled to be here. You know, we go all over the place with this show. We go to a lot of cities across the country, and you know, we didn't have to come to Kansas City. We could have gone to Gladstone. We could, yeah. We could have gone to Liberty. Sure, sure. We could have gone to Pleasant Hill. Okay, maybe next year. We could have gone to Peculiar. No! We said no! Hang up the phone. We're going to Kansas City! Good to be here. You know, I gotta tell you, it's good to be back in a normal American town. Yeah, it is. He knows. I mentioned, you know, we go all over the country with this show. We just did a show in San Francisco. Yeah, great town, great town. And then we followed that up with a show in Tampa. Exactly. Yeah. If you're keeping score, we went from the San Francisco Bay Area to the Tampa Bay Area. Yeah. And if you're unfamiliar with the difference between those two places, let me help you out. Very simple. The San Francisco Bay Area is full of people eating brie with crackers. The Tampa Bay Area is full of crackers who named their daughters Brie. But, you know, it's a lot of good food here. A lot of good food, right? Am I right? A lot of good food. And, you know, there's a debate out there. There's a debate about who has the best barbecue. That's right. You know, some people would say Texas. No. Some people would say South Carolina. Some people would even have the audacity to say Tennessee. No. Okay, it's about to get violent. But let me go no further before I say, we all know the best barbecue is right here in Kansas City. That's right. I'm telling you, your recipe is the best. It really is. You've got it down here in Kansas City. You've got it down. I don't know whether it's the pulled pork, the baked beans, the coleslaw, the meth. It's all very good, generous portions. Yeah, it's a secret. You know, a lot going on in town these days. Did you hear about the guy? There was a guy, a naked guy. Yeah. Who doesn't love a naked guy news story? That's always kind of fun. You don't see this in St. Louis, you know. You gotta come to Kansas City for that kind of fun. A guy was hurtling down the highway, completely naked, going illegal speeds. Yeah, he had some of that barbecue. Going illegal speeds, and to make matters worse, driving the wrong way on the highway. Yeah. Probably a guy from Kansas. That's just my guess. Most likely Johnson County, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. I was told that would work. Okay. You know, it's so good to be. A lot of celebrities from Kansas City, of course. Count Basie, Amelia Earhart. I mentioned Cheadle, of course, goes without saying. The great American actor Paul Rudd. Yeah. It's great. And then just up the road, in fact, we actually performed there, St. Joseph, Missouri. Someone told me that's where Eminem is from. Eminem, yeah. Which seems obvious. I mean, because if you had told me there was a famous rapper from St. Joseph, Missouri, I would have assumed it was the white one. People very nice here in Kansas City. Very nice. You know, we're from New York. People in New York tend to be very rude, very abrupt, very direct. But you know, you get outside in New York, people get very friendly very quickly. So people here, no exception, very, very friendly. For example, today I was at the ATM taking out some cash, and the guy in line behind me goes, "Hey, we got the same PIN code." Isn't that neat? Curious people. I did see one odd thing in town, though, today. Tell me if you think this is odd. I saw a guy, he had a Ferrari backpack. Boy, nothing says I don't own a Ferrari quite like a Ferrari backpack. You know what I'm saying? They don't come with the car. All right, folks. You may have noticed that I am not up on this stage or down on this stage here tonight alone, and thank God for that, because joining me tonight, making up every note of the music you have heard and will hear, please say hello to the very talented Mr. Eric March. How you doing, Eric? You're great. Good to be here, folks. Now, let's break this sucker down. What do you say? Should we get right into it? Let's get right into it. Have you heard of the Tony Awards? Yes! Aren't they great? Well, these are not them. No. Actually, this is something much, much better, because, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, you have the great honor and privilege of being in attendance at the 181st Annual Phony Awards. Oh, yeah. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, you will be hearing 4 nominated songs from this year's Best and Brightest Broadway musicals. That's right, the classics of tomorrow. And here's the thing, we have no idea what those songs are going to be. They're going to be made up right on the spot. That's improv. That's how it works. Isn't that thrilling? The songs will be presented by 4 New York City improvisers. 3 of them very good. Now, after you've heard all 4 nominated songs, you, my friends, will be voting to decide which of our nominated tunes takes home the coveted Phony Award and wins the ultimate prize of seeing a full musical based on that song performed in the second half of our show. Does that sound like fun to you people? Now, before we get started, let me just add one last caveat. Please keep in mind, Everything you see on this stage tonight will be based entirely on your suggestions and your suggestions alone. So, keep in mind, if anything doesn't work or isn't funny, it's probably your fault. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to bring out our first presenter of the evening, and perhaps no one attacks a high note or a Chipotle burrito bowl with as much tenacity and fervor as this gal. Ladies and gentlemen of Kansas City, please give a warm welcome to the very talented Meg Riley!
Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to be here this evening in Kansas City. Now let me tell you that the journey to stardom is hard. The journey to stardom is devastating. The journey to stardom is absolutely treacherous. Much like the journey that I took to get here this morning. It's hard to get to a city in Missouri, right on the cusp of Kansas. You don't know where you are or where you're going, but when you get here, voila! You feel the power. And now that I'm feeling this power, I wish to share a very memorable song with you. And of course, that song is... This is a family-friendly show. Homework on a Friday. Homework on a Friday comes to us from the musical The Dead Cat Club. And The Dead Cat Club tells the story of a freshman in high school who learns about loss through losing a beloved pet. The Dead Cat Club tells the story of my character, this freshman in high school, and how throughout her freshman year, her journey changes, her relationship with herself changes, and her friends change because of loss and what it makes you think about, and how it makes you see the world differently. I promise that this musical is a comedy. A dark comedy, but a comedy nonetheless. Now, the scene in which I sing Homework on a Friday, it's right after the awful incident has occurred. I've just lost my beautiful, precious feline companion. And unfortunately, when you lose something, the world still keeps turning. So in this scene, I discover what it's like to go on in a world where I've lost something. So, ladies and gentlemen, grab your hands and pet your favorite fuzzy thing for the musical Dead Cat Club, featuring the song Homework on a Friday.
Denise, I know it's very hard for you. Farfels was a really special cat. Orange and black and white. Ears, had ears.
Dad, you're describing Farfels as if he was just any other cat.
Well, I don't mean to diminish the loss of Farfels, but at the end of the day, it was just a cat, Denise, and you're taking it like it was a human being.
Dad! How dare you look down at the ground and say that to me? I demand that you look me in my eye, and you have the courage of a man to tell his daughter that she's taking the loss of her best friend too dramatically.
My wife, my brother-in-law, my brother's wife, who was my sister-in-law, my aunt, and my cousin were all killed in a hot air balloon accident. One hot air balloon. They all went up in a hot air balloon together.
I'm sorry.
And I'm fine. I'm functioning in the world. And as your father, that's my job, is to help you function. Now it's Friday. You have homework due in 3 days. I'd say you get started. Good. Start with your dance homework. I don't mean to be cruel. I care. That's all. I care.
Then maybe you should start showing it a little bit differently. And maybe you can get rid of this bat that's in your house.
It's a replacement pet.
No, Dad. How can you replace a friend? How can you erase an end? How can you move on from this? How can you just go and dismiss homework on a Friday? Homework on a Friday, which is weird because I don't have school on Saturday, but I'm still doing homework on a Friday.
That's the thing. Sometimes people don't have school on Saturdays. Sometimes it takes a long time to work on things. But you start on a Friday. And you get through that process as long as it takes. This is your homework on a Friday. And it's due during your life.
You left the body on the floor. What was that? A cat? Something more? How could you leave this for me to see? Mr. Farfels, the only thing that mattered to me. But now I have homework on a Friday.
Homework on a Friday.
Nothing ever goes my way. I'm doing homework on a Friday.
With homework on a Friday. On a Friday.
Big Broadway! Wow. We're off to a rip-roaring start, folks, aren't we? We saw everything in that tune. Acting, singing, choreography, harmonies, and actors displaying great, sterling equanimity while a bat unleashed a reign of terror on this theater. I swear to God, one of our cast members left. She's gone. She's already back at the hotel. She's like, I'm out. That's it. I'm gone. We thought this was the indoor series, folks. So that's how they booked us. They said it's indoor. That's the Phantom. It's the Phantom of the theater. Every theater needs one. All right, folks. How about we move on to our second presenter of the evening? How we doing? Are we having a good time? Oh, I'm excited about the second nominee. Now, he may be pint-sized, but he's certainly not short on talent. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to Robert Z. Grant!
Can everyone see me? Ladies and gentlemen, what an honor it is to be here to present the second nominated song for the coveted Broadway's Next Hit Musical Phony Award. It's It's an award that, despite my grand stature, has always remained just out of my reach. Somewhere up there on the high shelf of possibility, but I think that with this song tonight, my fortune may change forever. And perhaps your fortune may change as well. Full disclosure, ladies and gentlemen, the last time I sang this song, half of the audience left in the intermission. And it was in that moment that I realized that this song has the power to move large numbers of people. It's poignant, it's poetic, it's the KC Zoo Blues. The KC Zoo Blues, from the musical Anna Maybe. And Anna Maybe is a story of a search for purpose, a search for the lessons of life and the ability to meet life's challenges head on. Anna Maybe tells the story of a man who has come from a long, long line of zoologists, of botanists, all sorts of scientists, but particularly has now been given the tradition of caring for animals, tending to animals, and really wants none of it. Has wanted to buck tradition for as long as he remembers, scooping dung from straw and throwing it away. This was not a life that a child chose for himself. Now, as an adult, he has the opportunity to make the decision whether to stick with his family's tradition or to move in a different direction. Not an easy choice, as many of us know. Now, in the scene of Anna Maybe, in which the song "The KC Zoo Blues" is sung, I play this man of this family, and it comes at a very pivotal moment. I have actually been locked into one of the enclosures because I have made it very clear that I am not interested in doing my job. I'm not interested in participating in this anymore, and I really just want to leave for something better. But my family members who work there and who have groomed me for this moment will not allow that to happen. So it's a sort of a pleading moment. So won't you pull up your waders as I sing for you the KC Zoo Blues from the musical Anna Maybe. Yeah, it's just you and me. Just you and me. I never thought I'd get stuck in here. Likes of you. You. Screaming goat. Come on, Dahlia. I've taken care of you for as long as I can remember, since I was just this high.
Now, Peter, you're standing in there with your little new friend. I hope you get some sense put into you.
Easy, Dahlia. Come on. Come on.
There you go.
Oh, don't throw up in my hand. Eat this kibble.
You see? It's as natural as peanut butter and chocolate. You're a caretaker of animals. Stop fighting me, Peter.
I only do it, Dad, because you told me that I have to. I was never given any choice.
I agree.
Like I had the choice to get rid of the accent.
You made one wrong choice, now don't make another. You think on this all night, and in the morning, well, we'll make a decision as to your future. I tell you, you bite on that cotton. You bite on it.
Yeah.
See you in the morning, Peter.
Dad, come on. Come on.
Oh, see ya. See ya. Bye. Bye. Oh, Peter. Door's closed.
Dahlia, come on. Please give me some space. More after more. stuck where I don't belong. Oh, what I do for achieve, and I belong. Oh, but I'm stuck with the cases of blues. The cases of blues. If I was left to my own devices, you would hear the news, but I'm stuck with the cases of a goat for my girl is what I've been put into in this crazy world. Picking up everything without stopping. But there's gotta be something more to life than stepping in the tropics. I got the KC blues. I got the KC blues. Won't you give me chances to change the news? The KC,
Robert Z. Grant, everybody. Robert Z. Grant. Yes, as everyone knows, the primary occupation of most zoologists slash botanists is scooping dung from the hay. That is, yes. And Deb, how about Deb? Wow, she got to use her vibrato and her Star Trek thing, Klingon. I don't know. Is it Star Trek, Star Wars? Where's that from? Deep Space Nine? I have no idea. I'm glad I don't know. And the accent work. How about the 3 cheers for the accent work, huh? Yeah, Rob. Oh, he was from Scotland for a while, then he was from Ireland, then he was from Upper Darby, Pennsylvania at one point. It was exciting stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of which, it's time to bring out our third presenter of the evening. Are you excited, folks? Are you excited? This presenter, not only a bright star on Broadway, but also has a heart of gold. That's right, because after this week of shows here in Kansas City, he'll be going over to entertain the troops. That's right. Yeah. That's right, he's been booked to perform at the Clay County Boy Scout Jamboree. Ladies and gentlemen, go nuts for Rob Schiffman!
Ladies and gentlemen, every now and then, a song comes along that changes the world. Changes the way we see ourselves and the way we choose to interact with those around us. It's extremely unlikely that this is one of those songs. But then in a long line of musical theater classics such as Summertime and Singin' in the Rain comes this new classic. I know you know. The song I'm speaking of course, is Kids Rule. Kids Rule. Which comes from the musical The cave on the island. And the cave on the island is a story of a family that goes on vacation to a small island, and they're not getting along. The parents are fighting, the kids are they're bored, they want to do something fun. Everybody, it's just things aren't working out so well on the trip. And then the kids go off one day, and they're on their own, and one of them wanders into a cave where he discovers a group of children, all of whom have come from similar circumstances, family vacations that have not been going well. And they've ended up in there, and they've started a community. And it's going incredibly well. And they're enjoying it. Of course, eventually what happens is they all realize that they miss their families, but they've learned a lot by building community and the value of community, so they go back and they help their families to repair. That's the funny part. Now, the scene in which the song Kids Rule takes place, this is where the kid has just walked in, the boy has just walked in, and all of the rest of us are there already. And we're introducing ourselves to the boy, and I'm the leader of this gang of misfits, and I explain to the boy what this new place is. Now, the thing about the musical, the island on the cave on the island, it's a mouthful. The cave on the island, the thing about the musical The Cave on the Island that really got the critics' attention was, other than the obvious social relevance, was the lyrics. The lyrics to this musical were groundbreaking. This was new. It was Shakespeare meets Sondheim. It was poetic and prophetic at the same time. It was just genius. And there was one lyric in particular that every time I sang it, boy, oh boy, it just kind of felt like, it just spoke to all of us. It was such truth in that one lyric that fits so beautifully within the song Kids Rule. And of course that lyric is, "Wake up, my lovely, you're gorgeous." Things just got kind of creepy. Ladies and gentlemen, come with me now to an island and a cave where we will hear the song Kids Rule, featuring the lyric, "Wake up, my lovely, you're gorgeous." Stone count, time for a stone count.
Yeah.
Go ahead, let's hear your stones, Delaney.
1.
Yeah. Good counting. Good counting. You got that down.
Look, I only found 1. What am I supposed to make up this ball? There's only 1 stone. That's what I found.
That's what you found. That's what it is. You're in charge of your own fate here.
Hey.
No having to meet as many as your parents want.
No, but you're in charge of all of us here.
Yeah, but my charge just means you do what you do,
Yeah.
and I'll make sure it's all good.
Yeah.
Ha-ha! And what about you, Patrice? What about you? How you doing?
I'm great, thank you for asking. I
Yeah?
appreciate when you check in on me, Lord.
Storm? I appreciate you calling me by my given name, Lord. Lord of the Cave!
You're
Lord of
gonna
the
give him a
Cave!
big head, don't you know that, Patrice?
Look, even in this dilapidated cave, I am the Lord.
You're the Lord. Can I tell you about my stones?
Stone
now?
count.
All right, I had 2 stones.
And what happened?
Well, now I have 1 stone that's a weapon, and this stone, which is more like a bit of dust.
You still got 2 stones. The count don't change when the quality does.
I think we should venture out. Give me 5 seconds.
Oh, hold on.
I haven't seen emotion in 10 years. What is that?
So stupid. Oh, this thing was stupid. It was stupid to come into a cave where I can't even stand upright.
That's what I said.
Who are you?
I'm the Lord of the Cave.
I was thinking it was getting more like Lord of the Flies.
Nice to meet you. Come on in.
Come in, kid.
Come in where?
This is here, this is Deline. That's Patrice.
Hey, this is my stone. One. Don't touch it ever.
I'm
See?
sorry I knocked it over.
We were right in the middle of a stone count. We do a stone count every day, see? That's what we do. Why? Because we choose to do it. And if we choose to do it, then we do it. You know why?
Yeah, I know why.
Why is that?
Because why?
I'll tell you why.
Do it.
Don't you worry. What's your name, kid?
It's Jim.
Jim.
We could use a tall one to reach all the vegetables and fruits.
Perfect. Your name ain't Jim no more. What'd you always want your name to be?
Rocco.
Yeah!
That's your name now, Rocco. Yeah, buddy. No more bedtimes, no more milk, no more vitamins, nothing at all. No more caring what you gotta do, wearing more than what you do not. No, no more. No more saying what you gotta say, saying what you gotta be doing, all that stuff. And from now on, enough is enough, 'cause kids rule. All the time, kids rule. Ain't no crap, kids rule. And ruling's what they do. Kids rule.
Kids
Make the laws, kids rule.
Kids rule.
All the cars, when kids rule. And so do you. You get it?
Rocco sure does.
Yeah. Sure does, Rocco. You like that rock down there?
Yeah.
Why'd you pick it up? What you want to do with it? Count it. Count it. No more saying no to what you want to do. No more saying that's not right. From now on, wrong is true. And no more vitamins, no homework on Friday nights. No more whatever's good for you. That is right, 'cause kids rule.
Kids
And that is
rule.
true. Kids rule.
Kids
No more school. Kids rule.
Kids rule.
The laws are what we make. Kids rule.
Kids rule.
If it's true, kids rule.
Kids
Do what you want to do. Kids rule. So do you. If you see a pretty girl and you're feeling good and you're feeling more just, walk up to her, look right in the eye and say, "Wake up, my lovely. You're gorgeous." Kids rule.
Kids
Do
rule.
it right. Kids rule.
Kids
From morning like kids rule.
Kids rule.
Do it as you wanna do. Kids rule.
Kids
We make the laws. Kids rule.
Kids rule.
Just because kids rule. And so do you. Kids rule. One.
Oh boy, that was fun. But I should let you know that our lawyer is currently on the phone with the William Golding estate. We're hoping to avoid litigation for that very close analog to the Lord of the Flies. Okay. It happens sometimes. Let's talk about that. And again, Rob, with the accent work. Incredible. Is it just me, or did he start in Yonkers and end up in Southern Illinois? I don't know. All right, he has a way. The lyrics. I mean, wow. Wake up, my gorgeous. Wake up. It's so brilliant, I can't even remember how brilliant it is. Wake up, my lovely. You're gorgeous. Yes. Yes. Unforgettable. It's the kind of lyrical brilliance that has such legendary wordsmiths as the great William Shakespeare, William Blake, and the late, great William Shatner, all spinning in their graves. Oh, being told William Shatner's still with us. Bit of good news tonight. Lost a lot of people in the last year. I thought he might be one of them. All right, folks. Let's keep this show moving right along with our fourth presenter of the evening. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, not only one of the bright stars on Broadway who dazzles audiences, but Broadway legend Audra McDonald herself once said to her, "You are simply not supposed to be in my dressing room." Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the wonderful Deb Rabbi!
Thank you for staying, everyone. What a great honor it is for you to be here tonight in Kansas City, Missouri, where musical theater was born and died. But will be born again tonight in this nominated song, a song which each and every time I sing it feels like the very first time. Of course, the song of which I speak is "Who Wants to Shave Their Head?" Who wants to shave their head? Comes to us from the musical The Stylist. The musical The Stylist is a musical of love and compassion, and that love and compassion can change the minds of everyone. And in the musical The Stylist, it's the story of a hair salon where an unlikely romance grows. And it's the story, basically, of some hairstylists in a hair salon that is actually run like, almost like a prison. It's very rules, and you have to do everything a certain way. And it's the story of how one hairstylist wants to break free and do different kinds of styles. And because they do that, they are punished. And the other hairstylists come to their aid. And in this song, "Who Wants to Shave Their Head?" This is the song that I sing. And this is when one of the hairstylists, actually the one that I have fallen in love with, is punished for doing a really, artistic, creative hairstyle. And they have their head shaved by the owner of the salon. And this is my rallying cry for us to all get behind them. Yep. Now, clearly, that's enough. But is it? I think not. Because what I failed to mention to you about the musical The Stylist is the way that the actors used their bodies in this musical. The way they used their arms and legs and heads and backs. The dance, if you will. And in the industry, we call this choreography. You're welcome. And what I discovered tonight on the red carpet, this is really stunning news, ladies and gentlemen. I discovered that the choreographer of the musical, The Stylist, is actually here tonight at the Phony Awards, and it would be remiss of me not to acknowledge their presence. I did not see them when they came in, so I have to discern where they are sitting. There you are! Look at you, all bundled up in a pair of jeans and sneakers and a gray spot. But if you wouldn't mind indulging us by showing us that one signature dance move that you're known for. You know, it's the one with your arms and your legs and your head. You know that one? You can just do it right from there, right where you are. You know it. You were there. The sprinkler! It's the sprinkler! Oh, Marge, what an artiste you are! Thank you, Marge! Ladies and gentlemen, get your hairspray ready as we listen to this coiffed song. Who wants to shave their head? From the musical, The Stylist.
What do you think, Tracy?
It's beautiful. It's such a creative hairstyle. I know that Rhonda is not going to allow that hairstyle to leave this salon.
Doesn't matter. You were absolutely right to. It was you who gave me the courage to be able to do it.
And it was you who gave me the inspiration to give you the courage to have you do it. Did I hear somebody say courage?
Rhonda? The owner of the salon?
Yes, that's
Why
why
are you...
it's called Salonda.
Rhonda Salonda! Isn't it your home time break? End of the day? Not supposed to be here time, Rhonda Salonda?
It's called a siesta. And I always come back after siesta because it leaves me feeling festive. And nothing makes me feel more festive than getting a lay of my land.
Oh, hi, Rhonda!
Tracy, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
In 3 seconds, I'm gonna freak out. Unless one of you tells me who did this.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, lift it up!
Oh my gosh.
I knew it
It's
was
like-
called right.
It's like counting stones
No,
backwards.
No, don't hurt him!
I'm the customer! She said customer's always right!
No, not in the Salonda de Rhonda.
Rhonda,
In the Salonda de Rhonda, Rhonda's always right.
Rhonda, it was me. I did it.
Oh, Tracy, no.
I did it. It was me. I did it.
No.
She's smelling the products.
Yeah, it doesn't smell like a product you've ever used, Tracy. And I know you're a creature of habit because you're too scared to try anything new.
It's true.
It's okay.
Are you gonna be okay?
No, he's not.
Don't do it, Rhonda. Don't shave him. Don't shave his head, please. I remember what happened to Anthony.
You can go now. All right? You're paid. Okay? You want to know what? If you stay here for 3 more seconds, you're going to have to pay again.
I'm so going to Supercuts next time!
Please don't shave him. No, that beautiful locks on top of your head, they're so beautiful. It's one of the reasons I love you so. It's what attracted me to you first.
Go ahead, Rhonda. Do your worst.
Tracy. What? You better plug in that buzz thing.
The razor? The electric shaver? Are you sure you went to cosmetology? I shouldn't ask the boss this. I'm never gonna ask again. Sorry, Rhonda Salonda.
I didn't go to school for this. I woke up one day and I said, I'm gonna cut hair and I'm gonna rocket it. It's called the secreting. You manifest your own destiny and then it becomes what you want it to be.
Look, I am gonna swoop in there like a pelican and take that buzzer away from you if I have to. But unless you do it faster than I do, and shave his head now. Thomas, I can't watch!
cappuccino now. I hope you all learned your lesson.
It's gone. It's all gone.
It was so beautiful while you had it.
Rhonda, out.
Don't look at me, Tracy.
No, I will.
Don't look at me.
No, I will. If your head is shaved. It's really white under all that hair. I am going to stand with you.
What?
I won't be as tall as you, but I'm going to stand with you. I will stand tall and straight. Stand in the face of Rhonda, who I hate. I will do it. Do it instead. Who wants to shave their head? I can stand here with my hair. Take the shaver, shave it everywhere. I can live here, that's how I'm bred. Who wants to shave their head? I will be born in unison. I will be uniball with you. Oh, being shaved with you is beautiful. Shave me till I'm through. I can feel the breeze blowing on my skin. I feel it just like you. You are now within. Oh, I'm ready to attend all my brave. Wants to be shaved.
Hi, everybody, Deborah! Wow. Unbelievable. How about those special effects, huh? Yeah. You know, worth the price of admission alone, I gotta tell you. And the choreography. The choreography, yes. The sprinkler, also known as the Disco Hitler. Where's Margie? Where's Margie? Margie, thank you. Yes. Oh, Margie. You know, so many of the great choreographers have been named Margie. But I think tonight you have proven to everybody you are first among them. Let's give it up one more time for Margie. Now, folks, this is, of course, the main event. This is the Phony Awards, and we're so glad you're here. But I would be remiss if I did not mention that earlier today, we held our technical awards luncheon. That's right. It was hosted graciously by the Doubletree Hotel over in Lee's Summit. Nice people. It was held in Ballroom B. Ballroom A was taken. There was a traffic school or something. But a couple of quick highlights from the Technical Awards luncheon, if you're interested. We couldn't do it without the technical side, you see. The song Rodeo Goat, of course, won for Most Athletic Goat. It's a coveted annual award in the goat musical genre. And use a magnet to find the needle in a haystack. One for title so long I nearly fell asleep. And, of course, the song Unicorns Do Exist won the award for achievement in writing from someone who just ate that Kansas City meth barbecue. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and I think we know who won for best vampire bet. All right, so those are the highlights from the Technical Awards Legend. If you'd like to see a full list of winners and nominees, please visit our website, www.phonyawards.com/nobody cares. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has come time for you to decide which of our wonderful nominated songs takes home that coveted Phony Award and sees that song turned into a full-blown musical. Are you ready? All right. So, before our nominees come out, would you please retrieve from under your seats the electronic voting device? Not a single one of you reached. Smart people come to the theater on Tuesday nights. That's right, folks. We're going to be doing this the old-fashioned way, by applause. So, if you saw a musical you liked but didn't love, give me like a nice, light, polite golf clap. Just a little... Sounds like my monologue. All right, and then if you saw a song that you love and you want to see that song win, that's your nominee. Give me your loudest cheer you got. I know that wasn't for me, but I would bathe in that sauce all day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome back to the stage our court director. Yes. Yes, I didn't know I spoke French. I do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first nominated song of the evening took us to the world of high school, yes, and the unfortunate event of losing a cat. Yes, many of us have had that experience. Oh, good old Farfels, who can forget her? Or him? Not sure, we only saw the legs. All right, the song was Homework on a Friday from the musical The Dead Cat Club. Ladies and gentlemen of Kansas City, if this is your winner, vote now! There might have been some votes in the mezzanine that didn't register. We'll have to count those later. All right, our second nominated song of the evening took us to the world of zookeeping. Yes, zookeeping by zoologists. Oh yes, the KC Blues was the song from the musical Anna Maybe. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your winner, vote now! Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this point in the proceedings, we know only one thing is true. They lost. All right. Our third nominated song of the evening took us to the world of family vacations gone wrong. That's right. It was a vacation that took place on an island. A discontented child wandered off, only discovered a cave full of other children who'd been cast off from bad family vacations. The song was Kids Rule from the musical The Cave on the Island. Ladies and gentlemen of Kansas City, if this is your winner, vote now! Our fourth and final nominee of the evening took us to the world of Salanda de Ronda. Yes, where one fearless stylist endeavored to break off from an oppressive stylist slash salon owner. The musical, the song was Who Wants to Shave Their Head? From the musical, The Stylist. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your winner, vote now! Ladies and gentlemen, pop your combs in that cleaning solvent and get your electric shavers all charged up, because the winner of the phony is the stylist!
Oh my gosh! We won! We won, Marge! a winner, but I will accept that burden. Thank you. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a true joy. This musical, it speaks to all of us, whether we have hair or not, or are somewhere in between of the gaining or the losing. It's more about the struggle that we all have with discovering love and pushing against the strong hand of meanness. But I cannot accept this award myself for, Marge, of course, but I was only a performer in this musical. I was not the writer, and it would be wrong of me not to acknowledge the writer of Who Wants to Shave Their Head. Where are you, great writer, member of the WGA, Writers Guild of America? Where are you, Who Wants to Shave Their Head? Both of you wrote it? Is that possible? How is that? Is that possible? Did you write it? No! You lied? Oh my gosh, this is the first time. Did you write it? What is your name? Dove. Ladies and gentlemen, Dove! Thank you so much!
Everybody let her hear it one more time! Give it up for yourselves, folks. Give it up for yourselves. You're having a fun time tonight. You've been a great crowd. I'm telling you. You folks have proven once again that it's the cool people who go to the theater on Tuesday nights. It really is. You are the people. You know, so many great suggestions in the bowl tonight, and it is a shame we couldn't get to all of them. In some cases, we're probably grateful. But I thought we'd kill a little time while our cast is getting ready for the second half. A couple of minutes, dig through the bowl, see some of the titles that could have been. Shall we do that? Should we see what we missed out on? All right. Let's see. All right. The Princess and the Porcupine. Another one inspired by the zoo nearby. We had a visitor from the zoo tonight. That was it only one appearance? I don't know. I only saw the one cameo. So far, she says. Just you wait. Act 2. Let's see what happens. Maybe a vulture will swoop in. All right. Greasy baby bumper boats. Also could be greasy baby bumper goats. Not sure which. For my money, I want to see the goat one. Yeah. All right. I want to be a curling star. By Kemp Strickler. Where's Kemp? Hey, Kemp. Are you a curler? No one's a curler. No one curls. No one curls. I don't know any... You're right. I don't know what that... I don't even know what it means, really. It's just... You know. But did you like the Olympics? Did you like... That was great. Every time the Winter Olympics come on, just like this one, I was so inspired by all of those incredible athletes, none of whose names I remember, but I love them. Forgotten literally all of their names. Okay. Me and my spike heels. Oh, by Lolita. Maybe a pseudonym, I don't know. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Everyone here from Kansas City or coming from other places? Where are we from? What's that? One of the two? From KC or the other, yeah, so where are my KC people at? KC proper. Yeah. It's a great town, I love this town. Where else? Oberlin Park? Lee Summit? Oh, did you go to the technical awards today, the Doubletree? Is there a Doubletree in Lee Summit? I made that up. There might not be a Doubletree in Lee Summit. There's Jack Stacks? Oh, that's on my list. That's on my list. Believe me, I'm gonna hit up all the great barbecue spots. The Chemistry Blues. A meth musical. Okay. Okay, let's see. That was a copyright infringement there. Can't do that one. My poncho don't fit. Honorable mention. Honorable mention tonight. That's the, yeah. Oh man. That would have been a good lyric to insert in one of the songs. All right. The wind blew me across Kansas. What is the deal with the wind? It's really windy out there. Is that normal for this time of year? Or any time of year? Wow. It was like 71 degrees and delightful, and then suddenly it was like the Wizard of Oz. It was like, what's going on? All right. All right. Playing with my dog. Playing with my dog. A lot of animal themes tonight. By the way, I mean, I gotta tell you, I've only been in Kansas City a day. St. Louis don't hold a candle to this place. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Let me ask you this. Do people in St. Louis try to say it's got the upper hand on KC? Oh, yeah. They do? But you know, you don't have to worry, right? You know, leaving nothing to doubt. I poll the audience, I get an answer. I like that. What's that? They do. They have the Cardinals. They have the Cardinals. You have the Royals. The world champion Royals. Yes. You know, I'm originally, don't get mad. I'm originally from the Bay Area, San Francisco, so I'm a Giants fan. So 2015, Madison Bumgarner. But it's okay, you came back the next year and won. It's fine, we're friends. Did you hear about Madison Bumgarner last year, though? He got he's from North Carolina. He got in like an accident on his ATV. He broke his hand. He was out the whole year. Yeah. That was him on the highway the other day, by the way. He's antsy with the season to start. All right. Here's someone who wrote a song, Witness Protection is Paradise. Signed simply, G. As it would be. Oh my goodness. And then, what else we got here? Okay, that's not gonna work. Here's one. Love is in trouble under a full moon. Mark found Millie in Monaco, or blank. By Arden. Arden had a wellspring of ideas, and then, boom, writer's block. Folks, give it up for yourselves one more time. It's been a lot of fun. All right, folks. So many great suggestions. We don't just want to hear from you, though, when you have song title ideas. We want to hear from you after the show, too. So if you want to take to social media, talk about the show, tell your friends about, we're here all week. We're here tomorrow night, the next night. You can come back 6 times if you'd like. It's a different show. So tell your friends about it. Tell people to come see it. Take to social media, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it may be, and use the hashtag Phony Awards. Phony Awards. And if you don't know what a hashtag is, that's okay. Just visit our website, www.broadwaysnexthitmusical.com. And if you don't know what a website is, I salute you for your service in the Second World War. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, every great legendary musical begins with a stirring and unforgettable overture. So here, with the overture, to The Stylist, please welcome back once again our very talented musical director, Mr. Eric March.
at the end of the day.
Hairy situation.
Hairy situation.
Today.
I just think a little off the top today.
I'm so tired of just doing a little off the top.
Then use me as your canvas.
Are you sure, Levon?
Love on and on and on and on.
Till the break of dawn.
I live for these moments with you. You make me into the woman that I didn't even know I was.
So many people have said the same thing.
About me.
Yes. But each of us has the new chance every single day to look in the mirror.
Do we, Roger?
Yeah.
Do we really?
Yeah.
You're a genius, Roger.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Tracy wouldn't even say that.
Roger, you have the power to turn things that from stone into rainbows. You're a magician. May I be honest with you, Roger?
Sure.
Every time I come here and you run your fingers through my hair and you trim my little bangs, Roger, I feel like there's
Go on.
I feel like there's more you want to do, Roger. And I want you to do more because I want you to use me. You're a genius, Roger. You're the Andy Warhol of your Andy Warhair. Use me, Roger. Create on me. Become the Roger only you know inside.
For every hair is a canvas to be styled, to be painted. After I am done, I'll probably have to be sainted. How can I work my magic from follicle to follicle? It's like water coming off of a roof and forming a beautiful icicle. Hang your head with pride. Show the world everything you've got outside. Hang your head with pride. Show the world everything you've got outside.
Oh, Roger. Outside, inside. Help me show the world everything, Roger. Show the world what you can do, Roger.
Beauty has in the eye of the beholder. It's like trying to make someone look less older. And if you take and live your life, don't say another moment before you get ashamed. Hang your head with pride. Hang your head. Show the world what you got outside. Would you hang your head and ride from ends to ends? You've got a friend. Let me do work my magic to the end.
You wanted to see me, Rhonda? Yeah, Tracy, I've been noticing something about you. Yeah, I'm just gonna dip my combs in that blue stuff. You should know the term for it. You know I quizzed you before I hired you. What's it called? What's it called? Barbicide. Nailed it. You better keep nailing it or else I'm gonna have to screw you over.
What are you talking about, Rhonda? I'm one of your best stylists. I mean, you let us be so creative with what we wear.
Yeah, I let you dress the way you want to dress and get these crazy arm tattoos.
Tats!
But you want to know what I'm not okay with, Tracy?
What is it, Rhonda?
The way you've been looking so wistful. As if you got bigger dreams than just trims and shaves.
Look, Rhonda, we went to high school together. I never knew you were gonna open a salon.
Neither did I. I woke up one day and the gods were like, Rhonda,
Open a salon.
and I named it Rhonda Salonda. That's a gift from God right there.
It is, and I appreciate that you quizzed me on my barbicide and on my basic trims and basic cuts and gave me this job when I got kicked out of my house and my previous boyfriend left me.
You've had it rough, Tracy.
I have.
But it's gonna get rougher.
I love hair. I love hair. And I love being hair.
Well, I like having you here.
You're bumping up against me yourself.
It was a chesticle augmentation that went horrifically wrong.
Yes. They filled you with cement. That's what you told me.
I didn't lie. I have a very strong back now. I used to walk around like this, but now I figured it out.
I understand, Rhonda. Look, I understand that things don't go right. That you want to make things right in the world. And I want to make hair right. And I want to make love right. And I want to make left right.
To make hair right, you gotta follow the rules.
Follow the rules.
Stay in school, act real cool, don't be a fool. To make hair right, you gotta color in the lines. Act real divine, stay mighty fine, and you'll be alright. Don't get crazy. Don't get crazy. Don't get crazy, or you're messing with me. Don't get crazy. Don't get crazy. Don't get crazy, or you're messing with me. You gotta cut within the lines, gotta keep it real straight. I understand of which you speak that kind of faith. You took a chance on me one time, and I will not make this hair cutting crime. So don't act crazy. Don't act crazy. Don't act crazy, or you're messing with me, or I'm messing with you. Don't act crazy. Don't act crazy. Don't act crazy, or you're messing with me.
So good, babe.
Thanks, Roger.
I'm so inspired by you. I know you hate it when I sort of listen from the break room, but I heard what you said to Rhonda. You're the only
did?
one in this whole salon who stands up to her.
Well, we go way back. She's just kind of hard. She's like concrete, literally. Roger, I'm inspired by you. You give me the courage to be inspired.
What? No.
Yeah, I mean...
Come on. I mean, think about all the beautiful things you said to me. Like, hey, remember? Remember?
Yeah.
First time we were together?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And you looked me, you rolled over and you looked at me, right? And you were like, Roger, carry a tuna piano.
You can't tune a piano, but you can tune a fish.
Yeah.
said to me, dancing in the Home Depot. You wanted to go dancing in the Home Depot, and dance we did.
Dance we did. And now look at us. I mean, you have a dream, and
You shouldn't let her see. This salon isn't allowed to have any kind of love in it.
you know what? I'm sick of that.
I know, but don't act
Sick
sick
of
of it. No, you have to act like it's okay. Because you know how Rhonda
I know. Be careful. Be careful.
is. I'm stuck on you like a stray hair that gets caught in a fabric or fiber. I can't keep mine off you. I'm just like a Velcro that's looking for the other Velcro. Yeah, I'm stuck on you.
But there's gotta be some space between us. Gotta play by the rules. Gotta keep some space between us. So Rhonda is cool. Just keep a little space between us. Just keep to the rules. Then Rhonda, she'll be
I'm like a Barbicide without the color blue. When you're not in the salon and I'm not here with you, I'm like a dog without a collar or a leash. Preach!
Just keep a little space between us. Just keep to the rules. Just keep a little space between us. So Rhonda will be cool. Keep a little space between us. Keep to the rules. So Rhonda will be. Voila!
Oh my gosh, Roger, that's so creative and artistic.
Bastard!
Rhonda is never gonna let this be. You can't let her see this. It's too creative.
I'm tired of hiding from Rhonda. I don't want any space between us. I don't want any space between any of us and our talent, our artistry. Look at it. Look at it.
I'm not an animal woman.
Somebody just say, woman.
No, we said, oh man.
Come on, Tracy, it's okay.
Hey, Rhonda. It's your salon that you own because
Yeah.
you're here, and it's after work time, the time you'd be home time. We're not here.
It's called a siesta. It's when you go and rest for an hour or two before dinner, and then you eat a late dinner, and then you wake up and you party all night.
right.
You know, we've read the Salonda de Ronda rules.
Yeah.
Hey, Rhonda.
Lavon.
Anon.
This can only be one person's doing. And I see you trying to stand between me and the problem, Tracy.
No, it's
but the
me. I did it.
No.
I'm the one who did this. No, that's the client.
The client is always right.
No, not in Rhonda Salonda. In Rhonda Salonda, Rhonda's always right.
Rhonda, please.
That felt good.
Rhonda, please. We all know that the punishment is shaving.
It's okay, Tracy.
Get out of the way, Tracy. I thought you were my friend, because I had your back. But now I see you don't care about me.
It's okay, Tracy.
You've been a problem since day one when you walked in here with that porcupine on your head. And you called it hair. Don't you sink to my level, I'll raise to yours.
Rhonda, don't you dare shave his head! Don't you get that buzzy thing that you don't...
It's called an electric razor, get it right.
Yeah, I would never tell the boss what that buzzy thing is called. I'm not saying it. Nope, nope, nope. You're smelling the product.
Yeah, the product that he's not gonna be able to use because I'm gonna rid him of his scalp.
No.
Wait.
Don't
Just the
get his
hair.
scalp? Wait a minute, that's a whole nother
Right?
thing.
Had the
Rhonda,
rules
they
changed?
must have,
It's only
Roger.
been worse in the last 25 minutes.
Something
What is going on?
I don't know.
Roger, you messed with the wrong Rhonda. And now this bad Rhonda's gonna teach you how to be better. Because you don't mess with me if you're not ready to suffer the consequences.
Roger, no. I can't. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. You look like a friar.
Yeah, when you mess with Rhonda, you don't get fired, you get fried. Rhonda, out! I gotta go get a frappuccino.
Does it look It feels kind of uneven.
It's not important. It's gonna get worse soon.
What do you mean it's not important? Hair is everything to us.
It is, it's everything. Roger, I can still look at you. And I am gonna be here. I am gonna be by your side. In front of you, or by your side.
Don't do it. Don't stand up for me.
Get
Let
the
me do the
razor.
standing.
Yes, I will stand up for you. Now you stand up for me. Get the razor. I will stand tall and I will stand straight. I'll stand for love and not hate. And I'm standing here, not leaving instead. Who wants to shave their head? Oh, it is breezy. Oh, I feel the air. My stomach's squeezy. I'm so shiny without my hair. I'll stand in the face of anyone who will stay. Without my hair, I still won't go away. Beside you, Roger, your life I will save. Needs a
Yvonne, you're one unfortunate looking woman. I'm sharpening my combs.
If you're wondering who to blame, blame Roger. He did do this to me, and that's not all he did. Ow! That's my hair. Very little left. I was saving that. I want to tell you something.
Are you gonna tell me a secret? Then
Yes?
step into the mirror of secrets. You see it?
Oh my God. Wow.
Talk to me, Levon. What do you want to tell me?
I walked into the break room the other day,
Yeah?
and I saw them embracing, holding each other, saying they needed to keep some space between them, but there was no space between them. It was like the scene in Star Wars when the walls were coming together and they're in the yucky place. They're the walls. The yucky place is their love. Get them. Fire them. Destroy them.
I thought I had created an establishment where it was impossible for love to grow. But I was wrong.
Then put out the seeds of love.
I'm gonna put out the fire of love. It's a better metaphor.
Yeah, put out the fire, the seeds that make the fire. Fire seeds.
You can do this, Rhonda.
Yeah, you can do it. Because besides kids, you rule. Weird, I just had a weird moment with you.
I know, it's like...
Weird.
I'm packing up my combs. And I'm taking the barbicide with me.
You're leaving the salon?
Yeah,
You're leaving me?
yeah, no. Well, yes, but no. You can come with me. And then Rhonda Salonda will be all alone. And without stylists, what is a Salonda?
What is a
Rhonda.
savant without stylists?
It's a Rhonda.
That's right, Rhonda. I have no hair, but I have a spirit. And not only that, I have love. Something that you've never had because of the concrete in your upper self. A concrete heart and concrete knees.
Yeah, of course I've never had love. How could you love someone like me? But because I can't have love, that means that neither of you can get love.
We can, and we did. And that's why we're going. We're going to make a love salon.
That sounds disgusting.
It really does when you say it out loud.
Well, you're fired, and you're fired, and you were fired, and you looks like you got fired.
What are you gonna do without us, Rhonda? Just run this all by yourself? Don't you understand? You're cold like a fish.
I know. I haven't had a pulse in my wrists for 10 years. It's worrisome.
I'm your friend, and I have not touched you in any way since high school. Oh, it hurts, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Yes, Rhonda!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tracy. You were the best friend I've ever had.
I know. Sit in the chair. Get the buzzer.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Come on. It's freeing. You'll see.
Oh my God, the secret mirror. It's almost like I'm seeing a secret inside of myself. A secret fire. Yes, that's burning. A flame of possibility. Guys, can I...
The flaming seeds.
They're flaming. Guys, can I confess something?
Yes.
This feels so weird having friends, but it feels good. It's
I
kind of
know.
like when you eat 2 burritos.
Yes.
And at first it feels good, but then you realize it was a mistake. But I hope I don't realize it was a mistake because I really like having you guys around.
Yes. This is what it is to be a stylist. It's to find what's inside. Like inside that marble, there was a David. And inside that Rhonda is a Rhonda that I like.
There were a lot of Rhondas, and some of them are superfluous, but the one that matters the most is the one that I'm seeing in this mirror right here.
Look right in that mirror and say, help me, Rhonda.
Help me, Rhonda.
Help me,
Help me,
Rhonda.
Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda.
upset with. It's myself. I never should have said, done anything other than support you as an artist, Roger. You're brilliant, and I'm glad you found love. Also, I think I have too.
There's something inside of everyone. It's your job to find it. There is something for everyone. You just can't be blind to it.
Love's not pretty, love's not pretty, love's not pretty. Love's not pretty, love's not pretty, love's not pretty. Everything has changed now. I never knew you'd care. And I should really warn you, I've got a lot of underarm hair.
I was always looking at things that didn't matter, but when I look at you, love, I swear my heart gets better.
Love's not pretty, love's not pretty, love's
Not pretty,
not pretty, no. Love's not pretty, love's not pretty.
love
For you and me.
It's Broadway's next hit musical! With Robert Z. Grant, Deb Ravine, Megan Riley, Rob Schiffman. I'm Mark the Quicksman Enberg, and that is our musical director, Mr. Eric Marr.
Love's not pretty, love's not pretty, love's not pretty. Your turn. Love for you and Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming to see Broadway's next hit musical. Please come meet the cast in the lobby, and don't forget to sign the email list so you can get your free MP3 download of Who Wants to Shave Their Head.
Yeah, it's all about that.
No, this.
Schmool would work till 10:30 at his tailor shop in Greenwich. Get up at dawn and start again with the hams and beans and toast. 41 years had come and gone at his tailor shop in Greenwich. Watching the winter soldier on, there was one thing sure. If I only had time, said I would build a garage that's in my head. Crust to fire, the mad desire of girls from here to Minsk. But I have no more hours left to soar. the great sweater.